Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays XCOM 2. So I'm reading about the Advanced Warfare Center right now. Advanced Warfare Center, this is from the XCOM 2 wiki, is a facility in XCOM 2. Once it's built, injured soldiers will heal here. You may also respec your soldiers' abilities. The Advanced Warfare Center also makes it a possibility that soldiers may gain a bonus ability outside of their current class whenever they are promoted. In addition, an engineer can be staffed in the AWC to decrease the time our soldiers need to recover from injuries. When the AWC is built, it rolls for each soldier an ability and a rank between Sergeant and Colonel. When a player reaches this rank, the predetermined ability unlocks. The bonus ability is identified on each soldier at the bottom of their ability summary. Ability summary. Soldier abilities. I'm guessing because we hit Colonel on all of these units before we built it, it doesn't work fully retroactively, so really we're kind of just taking advantage of our 2-tap T-bone crash and blitz here. It is what it is. Although, of course, I would have preferred if it had gone slightly differently. I just want to reacquaint ourselves with where we are here. Are we doing anything in the Proving Ground? Yes, experimental powered weapon. That's for the war suit, I think. Build facilities. We really should excavate once we get some engineers. We have 434 supplies right now, so I just wonder what we should be doing with that. Because if we go to build items... I mean, we could build one of the items we don't have right now. An EMP grenade seems like a decent idea. Advanced Psi-Amp also seems like a really good idea, because we are using our Psi Trooper like crazy. Sure, let's get that. Even if it is kind of a waste because we only used the, or the Alien Psi-Amp, I should say. We only used the Advanced Psi-Amp like twice. Sure, we got Intel there. We're going to say not now, for now. We do want to make a connection with New India so we can do this facility, so I guess Intel is probably the first thing that we'll go for. Yeah, sure.
Avenger plotting new course.
We got this scanning bonus as well, didn't we, on our last run? We hacked something and had like a 7% chance and totally got it, or a 12% chance and totally got it. Alright, let's scan here. Oh, right, we just finished research on the psionic gate.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin. We've already seen the codex opening a similar rift in the field. I am sure your device will be fine.
If you lose my gremlin, I'm gonna be very disappointed. I need that for combat protocol, man.
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay? Whoa. Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
Doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secure beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you.
I knew it!
Not fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately.
Thanks a lot, Doctor. Forgot that the freaking gate has 2-factor authentication on it. Got my gremlin fried.
To autopsy the body of the powerful being we recovered.
Oh, okay, now we can do the avatar.
On the cusp of attaining a complete understanding.
The avatar research. First, let's just look at our research. 3 days until sectopod breakdown. I don't mind pausing or even abandoning
This creature
the previous ones.
represents a near perfect fusion of human and elder DNA. Though remarkable, it appears as if the creature were unfinished. Perhaps why we were able to ultimately defeat it. Still, this can lead me to only one logical conclusion.
You just let its psionic goo out into the world.
We had such hope for you.
I believe we have found our avatar.
Alright, well, you'd think that would maybe warrant a little bit of some extra briefing. You know, an alien ghost just popped out inside of the ship and evaporated, but no big deal, I guess. Oh, okay, so they built a new facility in South Africa. That's really close for connection. Blaster launcher. This AI-assisted high-explosive shell launcher can guide its explosive projectile around obstacles to ensure maximum target impact. That sounds pretty good. We're going to our proving ground again. Do we want a second war suit? Or do we want to maybe work on... What about a Wraith suit? Having seen the aliens manipulating psionic fields for a variety of purposes, we've theorized it may be possible to traverse through the physical confines of our world by developing a psionic field enmeshed in a specially designed light armor suit. I don't fully understand what that means. I think because this only takes 8 days, I might... I don't know, though. Advanced explosives seems really good. You know what? Okay, fine. Let's build a freaking Wraith suit.
Interesting choice.
Interesting choice? What's that supposed to mean? You think it sucks? You tell me honestly, I'm your commander. Okay. Psionic training complete. This guy's getting absurdly powerful. Domination, that's what we're looking for. Permanently mind control an enemy. Only one successful domination can be performed per mission. That is the one. Mathis is always bragging to me on Skype. Oh, my psyoperative's so good I can dominate any gatekeeper in 2 seconds. Doesn't even matter.
Located.
Okay, so we got the intel there. Yo, I don't even need to, oh, we don't have 160 intel yet, I see. We don't even need to dominate the gatekeeper. We just fucking blow it sky high. You telling me I'm gonna be able to dominate gatekeepers? No. I'm telling you, when you're ready, you won't have to. So we're basically just, you know, killing time, getting extra intel here.
But I think it's the only option we have at this point.
Agreed. We must inform the commander immediately.
Oh, you were saying?
Right ahead. Commander, Central, the Shadow Chamber has completed its analysis of the Avatar's DNA. It has identified the genetic sequence necessary to travel through the psionic gate.
Turns out it's AAA.
However, the gate requires more than a mere transmission of genetic data.
The sequence has to be part of a live subject. The key only works in lockstep with the signal.
We don't have time to find another one of those things, let alone capture it.
No. That part we can handle. We make our own.
You're serious?
Quite. Though the specimen before us is damaged beyond repair, it has provided us with its complete genetic blueprint. We already possess an unaltered avatar template from the Forge facility. That, combined with the genetic material we recovered at the Black Site, should allow us to replicate the procedure here.
So, what's the catch?
Yes, that. Without an elder consciousness driving it, the new avatar would remain as lifeless as the one before us. While I can develop...
You are correct. That is lifeless.
Not create the mind to drive it.
But I can. In a way. By manipulating the new avatar via the psionic network.
You want to operate one of these things? By remote control?
Not exactly. And definitely not me.
Interfacing directly with their network would cause severe, if not fatal, trauma to an unprepared central nervous system. As it stands, we only know of one individual who has survived that kind of ordeal.
That was different. The stasis suit.
Created the perfect interface to the network, one tailored to your specific biology, Commander. Of any human candidate, you are the most likely to survive the connection.
Most likely is not good enough, Doctor.
It is the only answer I can give you.
Can we try it on like one of the grease monkeys in here? One of the lackeys just using their wrench to tighten up the bolts on the Avenger before I go through the psionic gate?
Think about this, Commander.
I don't want to be the first. Can we send like an apple through first or something?
Is something else entirely, something beyond anything we have ever seen. And yet somehow, our troops once again prevailed.
What this? They're always talking about our troops being so good. Oh my god! So many cutscenes this episode.
Sir, it's coming from the Advent Network Tower.
You heard me. He's taking a big risk contacting us like this.
Hello, Commander. You and your crew are to be commended. Your efforts in rebuilding the Resistance Network and uncovering the truth about the Avatar Project have been admirable. I only wish I had better news to report.
When does he ever?
Advent is not taking the death of an elder lightly, and in turn have greatly accelerated the final stages of their Avatar Project. A plan is now in place for the rapid process.
Yo, can we talk about how one of those dudes had an S in his genetic code?
Immediately. Very soon, Advent's speaker will announce a breakthrough in gene therapy. A final treatment for the human condition. Billions will flock to gene therapy clinics across the globe. They will never return. I have managed to secure tactical data and access codes to the Advent Network Tower. The speaker's address will be broadcast live to a global audience via this facility. The whole of Advent's network will be listening. It is this hubris that we must use against them. The information I am sending you should allow Dr. Tigan and Chief Engineer Shen to take
That's
control
us.
of the transmission and disrupt their entire network from within. Though my hope is that this disruption will confuse the enemy's forces long enough to allow your final assault a chance of success, I ask one more thing of you. Take what you have learned. Let the world know what is happening here. Wake them up. Broadcast the truth. Before there is no one left to listen. It seems we are both out of time. Farewell, Commander.
We must be getting very close to the end. If they just murdered the dude who gives me my mission reports at the end of every month. Complete the Advent Network Tower mission.
I'm keeping tabs on all our operations, Commander. Our people are standing by for your orders.
I kind of want to
We have
complete...
the target site
Whoa.
locked in, Commander. This is our chance to strike at Advent's heart. Once we control the network tower, we can finally show the world what the aliens are doing. There's no turning back after this.
There's no turning back after this. 9 enemies detected. Is this actually the last mission of the game? Soldiers gain complete immunity for the next 2 attacks. Extra soldier, you'll be able to take 1 extra soldier on this mission. That sounds like a good use of intel. Let's launch it up, baby. I don't really want to spend intel just in case this isn't the end.
Move on the Advent network tower.
Begin
It's all
final
nothing.
assaults.
We won't have time to advance our research or deal with the we should only deploy
Okay.
fully
Let's
prepared.
cancel then. Because if this is the if this is the final mission, we should actually wait until we have I don't know why it's deciding to come all the way over here. Oh, now it's going back the other way. Okay. Excuse me. Stop this. If this is the final mission, we should wait until our dude has finished his domination training at the very least. Yo, this is actually getting a little silly. I'm gonna make a quick save. Canon save 35. Canon. Okay. Something's up with the keyboard, I guess. Canon save 35. All right. Well, that's pretty good. 563 Eva Sanak. And I guess we'll load that. That seems like a bad sign. Would it be 1:02 p.m. 563 Eva Sanak? Apparently so. Give it a second to load game. It was doing this a little bit earlier. I hope that it's not indicative of my keyboard going wild. You know, it's hard. Oh! Okay. That's unfortunate. I almost wonder if it's like an Alt-Tabby base thing. Just give it a second. Okay, close this. Really don't want to go through all those cutscenes again if we can avoid it. Let me go to Twitch chat and type D. Yeah, that is typed totally fine. Oh, you know what? My Xbox 360 controller was on the ground, probably with one of its analog sticks in a strange position. All right, problem solved. Yes, we might as well learn Dominate. If this is actually the end, we might as well sell like all of our shit as well. But it honestly doesn't really bother me. Because we're about to beat the game, we're about to beat the game.
Our advances, Commander.
Central claims to have.
Oh, we can now make Gremlin Mark III.
Despite a lot of speculation, there was no pilot to be found once we pried it open.
Might as well get the large amount of intel stored within, and we'll go build items. Gremlin Mark III. I mean, we are going to use the specialist on our final mission, obviously. That's the dream, anyway. Dark event complete. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Oh no, the Avatar project is getting slightly closer to completion.
Still moving forward on the Avatar project. Taking out that facility would deal a serious blow to their efforts.
Well, just like destroying them would do a serious blow to their efforts, I'm assuming. Okay, we got 51 intel, which is good. Do we even want to make contact at this point? It's going to take 3 to 5 days, which I think is fine.
All of our available communications capacity.
Again, I don't even think we have to do this, but just in case this is like, maybe this isn't the point of no return, although I believe it probably is.
Local regional contact.
Maybe this is just one point of no return from which past that there's still more missions, right? So I think it makes sense to at least continue our plan the way that we've been doing it so far. Continue making contact. Wraith suit is gonna finish. I think we should do one more mission, honestly, not just to fill time, but to try out domination if we have it already. Very difficult. Hack the workstation on a train. We get an engineer, which is probably irrelevant. Or destroy the alien relay, gives us a bunch of supplies. Honestly, why would we not take the easier mission at this point? We don't need an engineer. Supplies are a little bit more readily available for us. And this allows us to do the final mission, if it is the final mission, in its own video, which I think is a sensible choice. So that we can give it the attention it deserves. Plus, this is like a last-ditch effort for units that we want to level up. So, unfortunately, Domination's not done. You definitely take Minji Lee. Honestly, I don't give a shit about any of these other units. I'm gonna take 2-tap Rodriguez just in case. If our sharpshooter gets hit, we want to make sure it's not our best sharpshooter. And we're gonna take, I guess we'll take Sokolova instead of Jammer. And we will take our Psionic Trooper because he's so important to finish these missions. And then, no. Then we take David Ryan. So we're taking out some of our A-team here, just in case. Make utility items available, make armor available. Exosuits are already in full effect here. I guess Sokolova can take the blue screen rounds. It's not ideal. Requires advanced armor to have a utility spot. Pardon me? Sure. I mean, is everyone decked out properly? Do we have a Mimic Beacon? Yes. Do we have a Flashbang? Yes. I think we're pretty much ready to go then. We got Dragon rounds. We got some stuff here. Let's launch this up. I'm kind of interested to see what our hacking skill looks like now that we have a Mark III Gremlin, assuming that that'll make maybe combat protocol a little bit better. Maybe you can do 6 damage through armor, which is really meaningful. Or if we could pick up, you know, a much greater chance to actually use hacking, whatever it's called, Operation Wolfstar. Hey baby, I'm gonna put my Wolfstar in your pig city. That's just disgusting. So, again, what are our major objectives here? If we can get a level up on the 2 units who are not colonels, that's good. Non-essential, because we're probably not going to take them on the final mission anyway, but good nonetheless. I have faith that this is not going to crash. Sometimes, yeah, there we go. Just takes a minute to work the turkey through. Apart from that, more supplies, so we can really, like, just ball out of control before we go on that final mission. And, above all else, we might as well do something while we're waiting the extra 2 days for domination to complete on our Psi operative, which I think we really need to do. Or would like to do. I gotta wait till he stops briefing us here, and then I will, then I'll save the game, because this has been kind of like a long episode so far. In contrast to XCOM Enemy Within, there's so much strategy layer stuff. That it usually takes up, like, you know, 10 to even 20 minutes at the start of an episode. Not that it's a bad thing. Isn't 2-tap kind of like an implicitly insulting name if you're a sniper? It's like you didn't finish the job on your first shot.
Eyes on a hostile patrol.
Oh, okay, you know what? This is a great patrol to kill.
Getting it done.
We do have to concern ourselves with the fact that they will... Actually, you know what? 2-tap, you're coming here. We do have to concern ourselves with the fact that the Andromedon, well, just the pod in general, could see us if they come down here.
Moving out. Heading to that location.
Figure it's better to be in cover. And then just put everybody on Overwatch that can still Overwatch. I'm assuming they're gonna walk maybe across the road. Yeah. So we're definitely gonna look to pop this pod on this turn right here. Really good opportunity to launch a rocket or an acid grenade. Oh, I didn't take my new guided rocket. What's Deadeye look like? Small aim penalty for significant damage boosts. Well, you know, do you throw an acid grenade or a rocket in there is my thinking. And I kind of feel like we open with a rocket, because we might only be able to use Fizzle Beef to do explosive damage. So let's have him scare the shit out of these guys and blow up some cover. The rocket also critted. Explosive crits are just disgusting. Like, it's so good. And at this point, I'm done worrying about min-maxing our how we pop concealment, because we've been killing it every single time. We've just been wrecking face. So we have no options really outside of moving, I think. Even though there's 9 enemies, if possible, I'd prefer, like, not to use another grenade. What are our odds of a rupture shot? 47. Is 47 a shot worth taking? I think it is. We won't even use rupture because it would kill regardless, so no need to overkill. Okay. I mean, my thinking, if it's not obvious, is basically we only have to kill 2 units because we have stasis available. So, I mean, I'd like to kill more. I'd like to kill all 3. That way we don't have to use stasis and we can move forward a little faster, which is important on a mission like this. But if we don't have to, we don't have to. Okay, so I'm going to move T-Rex slightly. We're going to have him take the pretty easy kill here in all likelihood. Save his explosives. Again, the miss there is not annoying, but it's not the end of the world. You have a 93% chance. Probably should have taken the shot with you first. Please tell me you didn't shoot the truck, by the way, because we do need that truck to not explode. So we take a Deadeye shot. Oh my god, that's such a huge aim penalty. Oh, it's actually not even an aim penalty, to be honest. It's just, it's just bad. I mean, we might as well try to hit him, right? Actually, you know what's probably better? Come out here and use a pistol shot instead. not likely to be great, but worth a shot. Wow. I have to say, we're pretty lucky that we have stasis here. We could try something else, but no, I think stasis is the right call. We're pretty lucky we have stasis. Because were it not for that, this mission could have gone off the rails a little bit early here, but that's okay. This guy will come out, and it's not going to be easy. Because once the Andromedon hits the next level, it's going to be a pain in the ass anyway.
Affirmative.
I don't even know what you do. Like, do you have a unit reload or something? I kind of feel like, why would we waste Inspire? What would our odds be if there's no targets available? Probably because you're in stasis, I guess. I'm just going to put you over here so you have an easy shot next turn if we choose to take the shot. No reason to waste the Inspire cooldown, I think. Alright, so with stasis now off, we really want to get as much damage to this guy done as possible on this turn. So we're going to start by moving out to here. What do you mean we have no shot? I see him. He's right here. Well, that's very unfortunate. Okay, I'll tell you what. I think we move our ranger, who I will always refer to as an assault accidentally.
Heading to that location.
And we are going to take a shot with her. But we wanted to move because we're going to use a frag grenade that could quite conceivably blow up this truck. Hopefully the truck explosion doesn't hit any of our own units. I don't think it will. But it was kind of... Our grenade radius is so large that it became a problem there. That fire may spread. Probably more accurately to say the fire will spread. We wait for Dr. Feelgood because she's got the blue screen rounds. So you should just take the kill here. I mean, if we can't kill an Andromedon in one turn, we got problems. We should really, really be able to swing that pretty easily. Well, not pretty easily, but without too much trouble anyway. So we come over here, 100% chance to hit with blue screen rounds. 14 damage. That's pretty good. Now, who do we want to get the kill? I mean, ideally 2-tap would be fantastic here. He has a habit of kind of letting us down when it's most important. But he got that one done, so I appreciate that. Now, our beacon is right in this building over here, so starting, like, next turn, we should be able to launch frag grenades at it.
I'm trusting you here.
This thing's not going to blow up again. It's already got all of the explosion out of its system. Figure we'll just take mild moves forward. We really can't risk popping another pod. You can't... I hate this. That I, like, take a move with you, but then you also just have to, like, end turn. Because you can't take an overwatch after you shoot. It's disrupting my gameplay loop here. Okay. So we want to move probably T-Rex. Oh, what the... There's a freaking Codex right there, man. Okay, well, Fizzlebeef. You know what? We should pop the pod. So move up as far as you can. Hopefully you'll pop it. There you go. 2 Codexes and an Andromedon. Andromedon. Okay, so these guys, unfortunately, are probably too far apart for us to land a flash on all 3. And apparently, I was mistaken there. There is a flash on all 3. We have to land the flash, even if Fizzlebeef could be used for other stuff. Because it's basically, it's necessary to make sure we don't take 800 actions to take out the Codexes. I think we'll probably launch a grenade at this truck. You're very familiar with this strategy at this point, I assume. We'll also try to destroy all the cover over here. And this also gives us a salvo that we can use with our second shot. So we could use, I guess, our acid grenade, but that's probably something we'd rather save for a little later. 2-tap's got a 60 and a 43. Did one Codex die? Yeah, one Codex died. Okay. Well, I'd say take your 60% chance to get the kill. We're trying to feed him to you. Nice. Okay, did pick up the kill.
You want some more?
Sounds like no promotion. Now the Archon is its own beast. Who has the Mimic Beacon? The unit with the Mimic Beacon is already gone. So sure. Fire on all targets in a cone. We're gonna try to get the kill here, because stasis will be on cooldown. Wow. That's gonna make it a little harder. So I think we're gonna get behind this. Please don't pop another wave. That would be catastrophic, basically. 6. 88% of insanity. I think we have to try this to start. We're probably not gonna kill this unit this turn, so you go for something like a disorientation. If we get mind control, even better. We did 5 damage. And wait, ruptured? Was that it? So every subsequent hit will do more damage. Give it a sec. It actually possibly makes it possible to pick up the kill then. We can use combat protocol, does 8 damage, plus rupture will make it do more. Or you take your 75% chance of a hit. Similarly, Blitz can do a lot of damage, but I really don't want to send her too far in here because she could accidentally pop another pod. So I kind of think we take this rocket launcher shot, and we do this to also blow up the wall so that we can hit the data beacon a little bit more easily. And then, can Dr. Feelgood finish the job here? No reason to use a capacitor discharge. Yeah, it looks like combat protocol will finish the job thanks to that Mark III upgrade on the Gremlin. So we're kind of churning through the explosives a little faster than I'd like, but it makes it so we're kind of absent the effects of RNG, which is kind of what this squad is built around. Is basically like, have as few units dictated by RNG as possible. And I know that that's a little anti-XCOM, in principle at least, but that's what's worked for us so far. Can't quite see the data tap yet. We only need 1 turn to kill it.
Okay, I'll go.
In fact, we probably only need like 2 attacks to kill it. But we might as well get our units like over there to get ready for it.
Back in.
And then we can take as long as we want to kill the gatekeeper. Yeah, no reason for you not to be here. This shouldn't pop a pod.
Objective position confirmed.
Oh, now we see it. Well, sort of. Apparently not as much as I thought we would, but that's okay.
Running.
Now there were 9 enemies. 9 enemies is nothing, man. So as long as there's oh, I should have had you reload, but if there's only 3 enemies remaining, even if it's like gatekeeper sectopod, it doesn't matter really at all.
To the relay and take it out ASAP.
With blue screen rounds and stasis, it should be relatively simple. Okay, well, I guess we have to get a little closer, unfortunately. So, who do we send up to get squad sight? Probably Blitz.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Okay, so she actually can see it now. She can do 8 to 10, so I think she shoots it first. And then we have Oswaldo try to take a shot, just so that he can maybe pick up the level. I guess we could have done that in reverse. $11 damage is just like... Is that loot?
The alien transmission is down.
It's just like 11 damage isn't that exciting considering we're giving up the gunslinger for the privilege of making it happen. Alright, so now we're looking for our final pod. Oh, we see them. It's actually an Archon, a Gatekeeper, and one other thing, I think. Fairly big miss. Would have been nice to at least destroy the cover there. But presumably now that that pod is popped, they're going to come out over the top here. It's just 2 Archons and a Gatekeeper. So it's very simple. You just kill the Archons and then put the Gatekeeper in stasis. $2 damage. You know, I'm not going to poo-poo it, but it's pretty weak. This would be good. Huge misses here. To be fair, you get like a -20 on any reaction shot, and then you're also dealing with a unit that has like an inbuilt defensive bonus or something, in the form of the gatekeeper here. So you have to open with a salvo, and we're gonna stick to standard operating procedure, which is basically like if you can hit 2 units, hit 2 units. It doesn't look like we can hit 2 Archons. Trying here. So instead of hitting 2 Archons or trying to hit 2 Archons, we'll hit the Archon and the Gatekeeper, and then we'll take a shot at one of them. It critted for 8, which is actually pretty disgusting. Alright, yeah, I mean, I don't really care that you use Battle Frenzy. And then we also, you know, if we can hit 3... we're going to do this so we can get another salvo going. And this is really where you want to minimize RNG, because one missed shot could be like, you know, -20 damage or something. So you really want to get this done as quickly as, or as properly as possible. Now, 2 tap. We're going to have you reload, and then you should be able to take a shot at the Archon, maybe. 47, 45. You don't want to shoot at the Gatekeeper. See if you can kill this guy at 47. That's fine. He's actually been pretty good for us this mission.
Target's still up.
So, Dr. Feelgood, if possible, I'd like to have her shoot at the Archon. Or, sorry, at the, I'd like to have her shoot at the, Gatekeeper. Do some damage to it with blue screen rounds.
Out of rounds.
Before we put it in stasis. Well, if you can't even reload with your second action, like, what's the point, right? Because you might as well get behind cover. So who we have left? Dr. Feelgood, like I said, I would like to have her shoot at the Gatekeeper, but that depends if this guy is able to hit the Archon here. And actually what we could do is try to use the flamethrower, but it won't hit. So if we nuke this guy down, we will be able to shoot at the Gatekeeper, sorry. We just grazed him, but if he's got 1 HP or less, I'm willing to let him. Oh, 2 HP? You think he'd be dead? I don't think we can risk it because some of our A-team is here. So instead, we'll do a capacitor discharge for the first time ever. And we can hit both of these units with it. I want to see how much damage this does to a Gatekeeper. But any guaranteed AoE damage is totally fine by me. So it did 9 damage to the Archon. We didn't even need to take the shot with T-Rex. I can't see how much damage it did to the Gatekeeper. It seems pretty good, actually. And it also disoriented it.
Shields up.
I understand the value of Stasis Shield. And again, it kind of makes like our own unlimited Mimic Beacon in my expectation. But I also don't understand at all why we would ever... let's have somebody take a reload here. Why we would ever...
Together we are strong.
use it on our own unit if there's only 1 enemy remaining. I guess if there's 2 enemies remaining, we might be able to crowd control both of them. But with only 1 enemy remaining, this is like the obvious choice, I think. Alright. You also, I mean, you might as well reload. Took 1 damage from Acid Burn. Still disoriented, but Stasis is gonna pop. And I mean, you're the last enemy here, so this is gonna be super easy. We may get through this whole playthrough without seeing a Gatekeeper do anything ever, which would be awesome. Slightly disappointing, but, you know, better than the alternative, I'd say. Let's try Rupture. We've never landed it. I don't even know if we've ever attempted it. Yo, dude, too far. You weren't supposed to kill it. That was Osvaldo's kill.
Okay, so I got one. Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure.
I think we got through that one without the enemies ever firing a shot. I have to admit, please don't, yeah, most under fire, null pointer exception. Don't take this as an insult to XCOM 2. I really like XCOM 2, and it's growing on me the more I play it. But I do feel like, let's not get cocky, the last mission's still available, but on like this late game stuff, we don't have to worry about RNG. Like 2 Grenadiers, a Psi Operative, Combat Protocol Capacitor Discharge, getting close enough with the Ranger to have a 100% chance of hitting, all these scopes and extra things we can get. Basically, we're absent the effects of RNG. And that was true for Enemy Within, to an extent. You know, in the early game, you were taking like 35% shots at Thin Men, trying to hope that the dice rolled in your favor instead of getting you screwed. But the fact that we can just ignore the dice on a lot of these attacks has been a principal strength here, but also is making it almost a little bit too easy. But I hear that there's a huge spike at the end anyway. Alright, so we got at least supplies.
We could use a hand with some of the engineering chores.
I think that's going to do it for this episode. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.